guys? Today we are going to be doing a long tutorial on how to make your own Steeler rig. Now, I know this is going to take a while, but it will be worth it, just like how my Steeler rig was. So let's get into this. So of course I have a normal base plate here, which we're going to use. And by the way, I used the thing called the Steal a Thing kit. I have it in the link in the description, along with the map. So I should find it in, I'm gonna scroll all the way down because these are all the rigs that I've ever made, actually. Yeah, a lot of rigs. And let me know if you see any rigs that you want to ask me about, because I can tell you they could be in a future update or they could have been just deleted. Alright, so okay, I can't find it for some reason. Weird. Oh, I need to look in here. Yeah, I should be able to find it. Aha, there it is, right here. The Steal a Thing kit. Now, the first thing you want to do is ungroup these in the places they want to be ungrouped. So we ungroup like some things in workplace, some things in lightning, replicated storage. It's in there is like the scripts that should like. Okay, I don't know how to say, but yeah, that's how I edit my rigs going in there. And there is a part where I really hate. I'll get that later into the video. Alright. By the way, I'm recording at like 6:30 a.m. Yeah. Because I usually wake up at 6 and do stuff. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Alright, starter guy. And sound service. Now, you can delete this Steal a Thing if you want, because, well, like, it's just a useless folder with 2 disabled scripts, so the scripts will be disabled. Now we gotta do something. Let me just go up to game settings. We gotta save it to Roblox. So I'm gonna call it Steal a Thing Prototype. Because, well, it's just a prototype, so yeah. The Siri Club, because, well, like, I think other people could play this, maybe. I don't know. Could be kind of like Steal a Rig, but yeah. Description, Steal. I'm just gonna put Steal Things, you know. I'm not typing out all that, wasting my time on stuff. I want to waste my time on creating this game, literally. Because that's the whole point of it. Alright, so we need to go back to game settings, and then you have to fill out the questionnaire to make sure it's gonna do it. So, like, you know, I'm just gonna say no to everything. And actually, no, 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 no. No. Yeah, because Steel Brainrot's not really any of these things, so I just say no to it all. Yeah. Because ever since they did this update, my old game, Tesseract, cannot be playable. So I just saw this and yeah. Okay, I'll submit that. Alright, now the questionnaire has been filled out. And let's go to security. Allow these 3 things. HTTP request. Enable studio access. and third-party sales. Then save it, and then you should have yourself a perfect game here. So, you know, it's kind of low quality. It starts at 30 seconds. People could just come over here and just steal your things, of course. So here's the shops. Here's the things. We got the human, $10. Thing, $5. They should really make the thing like a new beanie, you know? Like, always start at $1. Of course, the trait gold. No, mutation. And of course, it's the same commands as like my Steal a Rig game. So I could spawn a foggy night human that will make me the most money. Huh. Weird. Wait, maybe it was just too fast, because this waypoint's not that long. It's waypoint 1 where the things spawn, and waypoint 2 where the things come. Here's the spin. You can get a human and the night event. Alright, so this is my base and this is the other player's base. And look, the night event just came on. Now it's a higher chance to have night things come out of the track. Okay, we look in the shop and we only have a slap, but that's at Rebirth 1 and we're at Rebirth 0. Server luck 1 times, 2 times, yeah. But you could buy 2x silver luck. You could also buy a rare lucky block for 99 Robux. And a rare lucky block has a 100% chance to get a thing. Literally. It makes this thing pointless. It's like the coffin tung sahur. Like there's only one thing inside of it. It's kind of pointless, but still kind of fun. Alright. And we of course got the fuse machine. Yeah, I love the new update they made on this. So yeah, this is the quality so far. And now it's time to, time to edit some things out. Alright, so I'm gonna get my map. And I have the link for the map in the description as well. It should look something like this. I got a custom fuse machine right here. You can change the color of it if you want. It's got some shops, some bases. But yeah. So let's just, wait, oh. A lot of things are in a lot of folders, so yeah, this is gonna be kind of hard. Alright, the map. We are going to make sure there's still a thing. It's right inside of it. And now the first thing I want to do is I'm going to delete base 2 because I'd rather do copy and pasting. Put the night event over here. And if you want, you can make the wheel bigger. So I'm just going to make the wheel bigger. Like that. But I'm going to keep the night event for the sake of you guys. Now, leaderboards, they could go on the wall over here. Because you know how, like, in Steal a Brainrot, the leaderboards are always on the back of the wall? That's where I'm going to put them. Just up here. And then you should just grab the Robux shop, the 2 shops next. And then, like, the green shop is where the shop should go. The red shop's the Robux shop. Alright, and then fuse machine, which, of course, is going to be right here. I made this fuse machine using parts and some parts from the Steal a Brainrot fuse. Alright. So I'm going to make this part transparent because, and then fuse machine goes up here. Do this. And then if you want, you can make the text bigger because I'm going to do that. I want to make the text bigger. Alright, so, okay, size. That's a big. No, that's perfect. It's like Steal a Rig. Alright. And these parts down here, just make sure those parts are transparent and they go above like the curtain things. You can make the text bigger on these if you want, but for the sake of you guys, I'm gonna have it just normal size. But yeah. And next is the wheel and night event. So we gotta make these two things transparent. And of course, the rest of the things transparent. Alright, and here we got the guaranteed rarities, which of course we're going to put on this wall over here. There we go. Now this spawn part, if you haven't gotten the badge yet, make sure to try to get the badge and steal a rig. This little part down here is completely useless, so we'll just put it down here. And that should give you a clue of where the next badge is. So good luck finding it. Alright, waypoints. Yeah, we must bring waypoint 1 and waypoint 2 all the way. Make sure they're completely straight. Alright, that's perfect. That's perfect. I think. Now all I need to do is get it down a little bit. Make them transparent, of course. Then I should make waypoint 2 go all the way over here. And you can delete the base plate if you want, cause no, not that base plate, the huge gray base plate. You can delete that if you want, cause I don't need it, literally. I'll delete that. And since this is lucky basin number 1, I'm gonna put my base over here. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to mess with the lasers. The doors, I guess. That's what they're called. And since we're just going to be copying, pasting a bunch of lasers, I'm going to make this one as tall as the ceiling. Make it neon, because we're like, the laser's got to be neon. The hitbox, alright, now we can just copy this laser over and over again. Oops. Oh, dang it. Alright. But we'll get to floor 2 later in the video, because I added a second floor and a third floor with the map, because I just wanted to add a second floor, and if I needed to add the second floor, I would have needed to add the third floor, because you could sell and grab things just grab and place things from the second floor on the third floor. And there we go, we have our beautiful laser wall. Now, for some reason, there's this stupid part right here that we do not need, so we'll just put that under there. There's just a lot of useless parts in this thing. That's one of my only complaints about this. And then the hitbox Yeah, the hitbox. Make sure it covers the whole base. Literally. It needs to cover the whole base. I don't know what it's meant for, but I guess it's just meant for something. I don't know. There we go. We got that set up. Now, of course, we need to make it transparent. And now for the slots. Yeah, the slots. So for the first slots on the first floor, they're all going to be Rebirth 0. I'm going to delete these other ones and then, yeah, get this one over. Oops. Jeez, I can't. See, this new stupid Roblox Studios update, like, that just disappears. That's just, I hate that update. I hate it. I hate this update on Roblox Studios. Why Roblox? Why do you have to make such bad updates? Alright, so you could make these transparent, but when you play the game, they're gonna be half transparent. So I'm just gonna make this kind of green, make this kind of gray. And now, if you want to name the slots, you can. But for the sake of you guys, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna copy and paste things. Alright. So we have 8 slots on the first floor. And then we'll have some on the second floor. I'm not going to do that much rebirth because, well, like, for the sake of how long this video is going to be. So there we go. We got slots for now. But I'm going to put some slots on the second floor real quick. I'm going to put, like, 2 since Rebirth 1 is going to be nothing, I guess, and Rebirth 2 is going to be the second floor, Rebirth 3 is going to be the third floor. Yeah. And so I have to do that. There. And now there's usually this thing in here called Rebirth. Now we can make this Rebirth 2, make this Rebirth 3. But first, before we edit that out, before we test, it's time to use one of the scripts. We are going to use the Rebirth script. Go down to configuration, then replicate storage, modules, and the most helpful scripts in the game. There's other scripts that make these scripts work, you know? Yeah. And these scripts you can just edit, like, they just work. And so we got the things right here. But that's not what we want right now, since we're not on that step yet. Rebirth. Alright, so we already have Rebirth 1, actually. That's surprising. And you need $1 million. But for the next Rebirth, I think you need $5 million. How about the very next Rebirth, you need 10 million. There. And then time is just, it's adding time to, like, you know, the lock, you know. Alright, so the things you need to rebirth would be a thing on this one, human, and then rare lucky block. Don't know how a lucky block would work with that, but I'm going to replace it with just things, you know, just a normal thing, you know. Just things, you know. I might keep them in the game, actually. Alright, so our multiplier will be 0.5. No, 1.5. And then we'll have a 2 times multiplier, and then a 3 times multiplier. And then, since we have a third floor, we need to take this and make it floor 3. And then there you have it. You should have the perfect reverse script. Oh wait, I forgot something. I forgot the money. Yeah, that should be good enough for the money, actually. That should be good. So still the same prototype. We're gonna make the second floor and the third floor. But first, let's edit out, say, other things. Like the collect zone. Of course, we gotta make it transparent. Almost every single thing has to be transparent, literally. Alright, so there we have that. And friends, you don't have to make it transparent, actually. You can just make it non-transparent. Make it kind of gray, you know, because that's the friend button. Now for the lock, it's a thing that's literally going to be transparent. I just accidentally added a part to it. That would have, like, messed up the whole game, actually. And for the lock, we'll make it transparent. Owner, I think this is where the sign is supposed to be. We'll have the sign right here. Of course, on this. Alright, and we'll make it transparent. And spawn where the owner will spawn. There we go. But we should not test it out yet, because if we do, since there's no floor 3, it's gonna kind of crash, you know. Alright, let's get it up the floor 2 things. This definitely took me a lot longer when I was first creating this game, because, well, I had to make all the walls, and then had to go inside the models and just change a bunch of stuff. The lasers should be perfectly good right here. But of course, we gotta make them neon. And the hitbox for the lasers, it's gotta be tall. It's gotta be kind of wide. And now for the lasers, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I forgot to make the hitbox transparent. But yeah. Second floor is already looking nice already. Time for the hitbox. You know the deal with this. Covers the entire second floor. Not the first floor or the third floor. Hitbox should be like this. Make it transparent. And then here's the useless part again. Literally, there's too many useless parts in this model. But otherwise, it's really good. Alright, so that's second floor for y'all. And now for the third floor, it's gonna be exactly the same. We just gotta change it to floor 3. Let's get it to the side. Bring it up. And floor 3 is important because, well, like, you know, like, you can grab and place things for some reason on the third floor. Why never still the second floor. You can grab and place things from the second floor, but you have to do it on the third floor, actually. Alright, so hitbox and lasers have to be higher. Now hitbox should be working just fine. Oh, no, that was a laser hitbox. But for the big hitbox, I'm just gonna make it 0 transparency so it makes it easier. Alright. There we go. And that's a bit too big. And I will make that transparent. And then the useless part, again, is actually stuck down there where it's supposed to be. So here, we got everything right here. We got Rebirth done. Now let's test the game to see if it works. What? It doesn't work? What? Is this video gonna be over? Because I hope not. Wait, did I do something? Did I do something? Of course I always do something. Why wouldn't I do something wrong? Alright, floor 3? What? I have floor 3. What the heck? Do I just need to put a stupid space right here? What? My god, these stupid models don't make any stupid sense. Shout out to this guy. You need to fix your stupid Rebirth 3. Literally, man. Shout out to whoever made this. Yeah, I'm not giving him a good review for this. This is crappy, and I don't like it. Did I delete something? What did I even do that made you do this? Stupid model. Bro. Well, I guess the video's over then. Let me just test it. I did not do anything. Why is it not working? Doesn't make any stupid sense. Literally, there's my base. There's the shops. I did everything like I did in Steal a Rig. Or maybe... Wait. I'm gonna copy something from Steal a Rig real quick. Let me know if you have this problem. I'm gonna copy the Rebirth from the game. Now we'll delete this Rebirth button. Paste that in there. Alright, there we go. We have Man Sahur to a thing. And hey, this is already kind of set up for us if you just mess with the rigs a little bit. Oops. Alright, floor 3. So this script definitely does work, 100%. You just gotta delete some stuff down here. Now all this other scripts should be deleted. And there you go. You're gonna have the perfect script, hopefully. And there we go. Aura. Alright, so here are the things right here. They're of course spawning. Waypoints are kind of out of place, but that's okay. Of course, we got the base in here. I still have a legendary lucky block, which I'm gonna get a thing out of. Oh, it's a human. Oh, I thought it was a thing. Makes sense why it's called a rare lucky block. So in here, you can see the reverse. You can get a thing. Either $1 million. Fuse machine, of course, is down here. And yeah. So, yeah. Next up we have to do is, you know, we're probably going to do some silver luck. You can keep it at 4x for now, but I might do 5x luck. So just go up to game settings, then create 3 developer products. Now we name this one 2x luck, which I'm going to place at 100 Robux. Next is 4x luck, which I'm going to place at, how about 500 Robux? Then 8x luck at 800 Robux. I might change 4x to 400. Now we'll save that. And then if we have luck, then we can just paste in this. Now we have 8x luck. Now 2x luck has to be longer, so we're gonna make it at 15 minutes. And 4x luck is twice as long, so 800. And now we'll add another 900 to that. And there. Alright, so if you want to find a picture for the luck, go ahead. Because I'm not doing it, because last time I did it, it didn't really work that well. So I'm just not going to do it. Alright, so then we're gonna I got an itch on my nose. But yeah. Let's make sure there's an experience icon, which I'm gonna make it this fairly old one, the first icon I made for this first Stealer rig. I was kind of getting lost though. Copy ID to clipboard. Oops. But you don't have to do 8x luck, but 4x luck and 2x luck are already in the model, so yeah, 8x luck, I just copied and paste things. By the way, I have like at least still an hour to finish this if I need to, but I won't make that much rigs for the sake of you guys and how long this video is gonna be. 8x luck, we got paste in the ID. Yeah. Oh, it was right there. Dang it, man. That was the logo. That was supposed to be the stupid logo. Great, I just messed a bunch of stuff up. Now I need to find a better luck picture. Luck. Alright, so luck outline. Is this one? Texture ID. Oh yeah, I was getting so confused there. Now I just messed up a lot of the script. Now they probably won't even know what I'm talking about because I'm crazy. Okay, this thing. Alright, there we go. We got all the things pasted in. Now I just need to go back and, of course, paste in the developer products again. And while I do this, I want to tell you about Stealer Rig. So, Stealer Rig, of course. So, like, the first one to join that I see in Stealer Rig will get a free 325 million per second time slap. So, you'll get that. And I might give you an OG Lucky Block with that. Good luck getting some of the new things out of it, though. But yeah. And don't try to steal the things on my second floor. I don't have anything on my second floor, actually. Because, well, like, I was doing a test, and then they just got deleted. Alright. And Stealer Rig also has a fuse machine like this. And yeah. So we got silver luck, of course. Now, if you want, you can do something with the tools. So, for example, I'm just gonna do a normal speed coil. Return the grab things. That's new. So it returns grab things. Yeah. In Steel Rig, they don't have that. So if you get slapped, then it does not return the grab thing, actually. Which is kind of less annoying, actually, because people just slap you and you're just, like, bringing a stupid brain rot to the fuse. So I'm just going to make all these false. And I'll keep the bat. The bat doesn't really work that well, just to say. Price 0. Starter true. Alright. Average hand. Wait, I'm gonna make another one of these. I'm gonna make a slap and a tool, which is gonna be rebirth 2 and rebirth 3. So slap. Then yeah, false. But the slap's only gonna have 20 power because it's just a normal slap. What should it do that's gonna be powerful? Now for tools, you have to make return stolen things false, unless if it's something that actually tries to kill your player. Now we'll make this 0. And then we'll make this between the price of the other slap, which is going to be 1,000. So it's going to be 500. Alright. Now for the icon. Yeah, the icon. Yeah. They shouldn't have called it icon. They should just call it like assist, maybe. Alright. Now I'm going to find a speed coil. Now you can put the description right here. I'm just going to put run fast. And of course, we'll call it speed coil. Now we'll put this in the starter pack to make sure I don't have to drag it so much. And now we're going into Silver Script Storage, where you can put the tool in the tools. And now for the slap, I'm going to keep it at 50. And what slap should I use? I'm going to use, how about... I'm going to use the hacker slap. Whoops. Pasted in the code. Wait, no, the neon slap. I feel like that's going to be really good. Neon slap. An ultimate hand to send players flying. I'm just gonna put exclamation mark, you know. Now I'm gonna delete the exclamation marks. Alright, so neon slap. So how like we like do these things is that like keep the Roblox assist ID and // and there's the assist. Now you paste in that assist that you just copied, and then we're gonna be doing that a lot, especially with the rigs. So yeah. Alright. So this should work. Not sure if it's gonna fully work, but yeah. Because tools are one of the easiest things. Rebirths are one of the hardest things. So there we go. It's just still got the logo. For some reason, that doesn't make any sense. The logo. Is it like something with the icon, you know? But yeah, I guess they're just all kind of slaps. So yeah, we just got a bunch of things. But wait, we should test out the tools to make sure they work. Because bat, not that well. I think you just have to hit the humanoid root part to make sure they go flying. Of course, I can't test them out because I'm not at Rebirth 3 yet. Alright. So, time to move on to rarities. Now, if you want to add more rarities, that's okay. I'm just gonna have common, rare, legendary, godly, secret, and OG. Yeah, there's always got to be an OG that everyone has to try to get, literally. Alright, so here's the things right here. Of course, we got the mutations. I'm just gonna delete night and gold for now. Now, of course, they have their things inside of it, but I'm gonna insert a folder and copy and then duplicate it twice. Now this folder is gonna be called the godly folder, the secret folder. Don't know if we need any secret pluses though. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna add a secret plus because, well, like, a secret could spawn and it could be like a secret that's like 300 million. There we go. Now you can make these whatever color you want. I'm making rare blue, common green, legendary yellow, a godly, kind of light yellow, you know, something like that. And for secret, here. Secret plus is the same thing. And OG is this. But yeah, and now we'll just duplicate the secret. Duplicate. And just add a little plus. There we go. So yeah, we have all those things, and yeah. And now we just have to do this sort of thing right here. We're gonna have gold, and then night. But we're gonna open all of these folders. But we don't need to open the ones in the fort yet, but the ones in gold, yeah, I gotta make them actual gold. And for night, of course, night is black, so we gotta use some black. Alright, there we go. Now this should be good enough. We should be okay. And this should work. Yeah, it does work. And then there's the gold mutation. Yeah, red's kind of teal, but that's okay. I'm trying to do this fast because I don't want this video to be 50 minutes or longer, just to make this tutorial kind of short, okay? But now let's move on to, y'all been waiting for it, things. This also kind of goes with the events because you could put things on the wheel. Alright, so, you know, you have to use some kind of rig, and I can show you. So, there is an assist ID for this also in the description. So we have an assist ID for the Steal a Thing kit, the map, and this rig that you should use. It's the rig that always works. So it's just called man. You can name it to whatever you want. I'm gonna name it to how about rig tube? How about that? Wait, no, how about I'm gonna name it Jackson. Yeah, like that with an X. And now you can just make it whatever color you want or whatever material you want. I can make this all neon. It looks really cool, actually. Not gonna lie. Have it have a purple head. How about an orange neon body? Ooh, that's sick. I should add that. Also, you can add accessories to it, like a hat, you know? And just a normal hat. Ooh, I like this cowboy hat. I'm putting that on. And then there you go. You have created Jackson, which is kind of me right here, you know? So, don't get confused. And I'm gonna make this a secret. Maybe I'm gonna make it a secret plus, making 100 million. So we gotta get something that's making a lot. So you just have to save it to Roblox. Don't make sure it's just a model by me, not any of your groups. Alright, so it's on the things right here, and then we're going to the things kit. Just copy one of these right here. And we'll just paste in the name right here. And its name is, of course, Jackson. By the way, you can't spawn things with spaces. So, you know, I could add an underscore to these right here. And they're legendary. No, I'm making them secret since, you know, yeah. We'll get to Lucky Blocks a bit later. But since Jackson is a secret plus, he's gotta make a lot of money. He's got to have a high price, of course. So for that, we're gonna make him $10 billion. Now for the money, and then the offline limit. And then if it's obtainable, that means he can be obtainable from the belt. If not, then he can't be obtainable. So if it's true right here, then he can be obtainable. If it's false, he can't be obtainable. Now for my least favorite parts. I have to copy the ID, delete the numbers like we did with the tools. I think I forgot something on the speed coil. But it's okay, I can just delete it. And let me just go back and just... Yep, that's definitely the same ID. Literally. There we go. Now we have Jackson, the secret plus can be obtainable. But let's see if it actually will. But wait, we should add something to the Lucky Block, you know? So if you want to add another thing, just add a comma right here. Copy it right here. Copy as many times. And when you get down to like the last thing, just remove the comma. So I'm going to make this a 1% chance. Try to make it equal to 100. If you have like 10 things, it's okay if you don't have it equal. So we're going to have it a human. And how about Jackson logs in. And then he gets the Lucky Block. Oh wait, I forgot to do something. Oh, Jackson's still right there, yeah. Now time for my actual least favorite part. I gotta paste them into all the secret plus folders. And now I have to make them gold. Alright, there we go. We have it all pasted in. Now we should be able to test it out. Wait, I forgot to do something. Rarities, yeah. something rarity. So a common can definitely spawn 50. About 30. And after this, I'm probably gonna be done with this. Got at least 1% chance, secret 0.1, secret plus is 0.01, and OG, add a bunch of zeros. Alright, so let's test this out. I could get the secret ninja on the first try, probably. I could do a second part, and I might do that. Jackson. Oh, I accidentally added that. There we go. It's still not spawning. Weird. That is super weird, actually. I don't think... Okay, so... Alright guys, so that is it for this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I might make a part 2 of maybe like fixing the Jackson. But yeah, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Please comment and let me know if this thing drives you crazy, because it sometimes does. Bye!